So I've had a lot of requests lately for color toning, people asking how I get different colors in my images. I know that a lot of my images are super colorful and I'm madly in love with color toning. So I have created a new set that should help you in your color toning needs. And I'm just going to show you a demonstration on how to install and then use this new advanced editing set. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come over to your actions palette and you're going to click load actions. And you're going to go to where you saved your actions after you've downloaded them. It's going to look like this, advanced edit actions, and there's going to be two items in the folder. So you're going to choose both of them and you're going to select open. And now both of these folders are loaded into your actions menu here. So the first one is CL sub and it says do not touch or remove. So these two actions here are not to be played or touched, period. I would suggest just closing it and forgetting that it's even there. And the reason for that is because a lot of the actual actions here are going to refer to those two files in order for them to work and to make the proper edits on your image. So just don't touch it, don't remove it, just don't touch them, otherwise it will destroy a lot of the actions here and prevent them from doing what they were intended to do. So color toning, adding different colors and variations to your highlights and shadows is super important with your images. This is a very basic image with very basic coloring. I'm going to show you really quickly what toning can do to an image. So the first one is cool highlights. Just going to click play and you can see that it literally just made the highlights from a yellowy natural state to a more cool. The next one is cool shadows. So again, all it did really is touch the shadows, not affect the skin so much. You can see the difference. And cyan highlights, again. And remember that these are all defaulting at 100% opacity. You can reduce the opacity to reduce the effect on your images. But these ones are just brilliant for really bringing out the highlights in your images. It helps with, if you didn't do a lot of dodging and burning, it'll actually create that effect for you. And the same thing here with the Cyan Shadows. Beautiful. So again, it didn't really affect the highlights. You can see the highlights and the skin tone remains virtually the same. It just affects the surrounding environment. So the reason for this is because it refers back to these do not play actions, and so it's very important, once again, not to touch those. I also included, we're going to look at here, colorizing toning action. Click play on this one, and it's going to run, and when you open these, it's going to show you all of these different colors that are available for you for toning. And all you have to do is turn it on to see. And once again, it does default at 100% opacity. So just reduce that. And usually what people will use in their image is anywhere between 10 and 12%. And then you can just turn that on and off and see if you like how it affected that image. And this is, again, a very basic image, so it's not going to show what it can really do. But yeah, so play with it with your images. You can see how this cools it a bit. But these are just really quick one-click toning. And I think it'll be really helpful in your workflow. And don't worry, you can actually combine a whole bunch too if you want a whole bunch of different looks, and you can just play and find what works for you. All right, here's another one, warm skin tones toning. So this is going to warm up not only the skin tones, but it's going to warm up a lot of this. So if you only want the effect to be added to the subject in your image, just click on your white mask, Command I to invert it, and then all you have to do is grab a white brush and make sure that it's relatively soft, and you can just paint that effect onto the skin. And that way it's not affected on the entire image. Okay? And we'll get out of that. And this one's really cool, purple beige, click play. And it really creates a purple, beautiful color toning to it. Here's a Cyan Brown color toning, and you can see it's very subtle. This one's at 50%. You can bump it up to take a look at how it can affect the rest. But I think that this is a really good set for people who are really interested in color toning and interested in having some dramatic changes and tweaking your images so that they're just as good as they can possibly be. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, as always, you can contact us on Facebook, Chasing Light's page, or you can follow us on Instagram, Chasing Light Actions. You can also submit your images if you want them to be shown on our website, blog, and as well on our Facebook page or Instagram. Thanks. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy.